I was like, don't call him Shane O'Donnell.
Stav accused me of making up Irish guys when I was asking if Shane could do the pod.
Yeah, it's just
Which
your
I
cousin.
often do.
It's just your cousin. You're trying to get a green card.
Listen, he's trying to get his act together. Did his 4th stint in rehab. I feel like the podcast would really help him.
Shane, thank you for coming. Thank you for being one of McDade's Maniacs.
Of course, it's an honor.
JP was saying so you literally lived with O'Connor and Shane, right?
You were Shane, Six, and Matt.
Yes, hilarious.
O'Connor was too good to live with.
Oh,
I thought O'Connor was one of the roommates.
He was my next door neighbor when I moved out of that place. So
okay.
So that was weird. But,
okay, so you were former roommates with Shane, Shane Gillis, then you were next door neighbors with Chris O'Connor.
I used to get his mail, and I think it was...
That mailman's like, what the fuck? There's a Shane, there's an O'Connor, but they're different people.
Then my dad's name is Chris O'Connor, so I thought I was getting my dad's mail.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
And I open it, it's just Chris's credit card bills. This man's gotta chill.
Yeah. Stop with the OnlyFans subscriptions. What is his vice? He drinks a lot.
It's true.
He's a fucking drunk piece of shit, and I can say that
Because
we're friends.
He's got like doesn't he have like the Mickey Mantle gene? Or is like you just drink and perform anyway?
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy. You'll talk to O'Connor, and like the next day he'll be like completely have no recollection. He doesn't seem drunk.
He like wrote the finale of Tires like blind drunk.
He probably did. Yeah, that was a good episode.
That's a great episode.
Yeah, that's fucking. Oh, that is. Your dad is Chris O'Connor. That's very funny. You're like, oh, they got my dad's mail. They're mailing me. Of all the mail mix-ups, I've never heard of them accidentally sending a son their dad's mail to a different address.
Were you like a Raven Lounge guy or like the old Philly spots?
I did go to the Raven Lounge. I was a big Fergie's guy.
Fergie's, we love Fergie's.
Shane was at my first open mic at Fergie's.
Oh, Fergie's?
The day after Trump got elected.
Oh wow, that was your first open mic.
Yeah.
Damn, How old are you?
I am 31.
Okay, nice. All right.
I didn't know you started that recently.
It's
not that long. It's not that recent. I know. I thought the same thing where I was like, dude, Trump just got elected, but first elected is
that was the first one.
Yeah, it's been 9.
Because we're all like Obama era guys.
Oh yeah.
So, like,
no. Remember, dude. This is gonna really age me. When I started doing open mics, Hillary was running against Obama
in the primary.
It was the Obama. There was a guy at the open mic. Remember, we still mention this joke. His big Hillary joke was because it was around the Iowa caucuses, and he was like, Hillary, she's gonna win the cock ass. She knows all about the cock and the ass. That Hillary. That was just big. It was a
cock ass merch made up.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, Hillary, she's gonna take that cock in the ass." It was awesome.
Me and you were like laughing.
We were
we were dying. Yes, we were dying in this silent room with like 7 other people.
He's bombing. Me and Elders are like, yeah, we're laughing like it's fucking like we're De Niro and fucking Cape Fear. Yeah.
right around that time, that exact time, I was at Wake Forest, and Maya Angelou was on the faculty there. She had like an honorary position. She had this big event with Hillary Clinton. She endorsed Hillary Clinton.
Wow.
So during that primary against Obama, Hillary Clinton comes and talks. They have a little share the stage, whatever the fuck, and they do a Q&A at the end. And this girl comes up, and it's a full chapel, like 1,200 people, and she's like, Hillary, I'm such a big fan. I felt so bad when Bill had his affair.
Oh my God!
Thousands of people in my
What the fuck? How did she handle it? With grace and aplomb?
Well, she asked her a stupid question too. It was like, "Who's your running mate?" And I'd be like, "Well, that's not that part of the race yet. So we'll just have you unpersoned and disposed of and never heard of again."
That girl was committed suicide. They found the bullet in the back of her head.
2 shots from a shotgun to the chest. She was hanging from a tree.
That is fucking hilarious, dude. Wow, the day after I did a show. The vibes were not chill the day after. I did a show in D.C., me and Sam Morril, and it was like D.C. after Trump got elected was crazy. It was like somber. No one was having a good. You couldn't bring it up and make a joke about it. It felt like 9/11 to those nerds. It was crazy.
I was watching the coverage during that election with a bunch of like girl comics at one of their apartments, and it was like there was literal like moaning and wailing and crying.
Yeah.
And at one point,
I remember the post. What was really funny is Instagram had just changed their algorithm. So you were, for the first time, it wasn't chronological. So you would see shit from like 3 days ago. And Trump's elected, and you see all these girls doing like Rosie the Riveter poses. They're like voting for our first female president.
They had pantsuits on.
And I was sad that, I didn't want Trump to win.
Yeah.
But it did make me smile because it's like, no one should have been pumped for Hillary.
No.
It should have just been like, Jesus Christ, let's just let's not get Trump. It's not like, wow, what a cool, awesome candidate. And it was pretty funny.
But two of our friends, I don't know if they should be named, but the two of our friends were at that party and they saw the tea leaves and they were like, we're going to go. They left early.
Smart.
They were like, before shit got out of hand.
Oh, yeah.
I had an incredible election night. We're playing Quizzo at the bar on campus at Drexel. And
hell yeah.
If you win, you get a gift card that you can use on your bill that night. So, like, if you're running hot, you'd be like, all right, I'm going to have 3 more beers.
You drink more.
Yeah, double down on yourself.
Oh, brilliant business model.
And so the returns are coming in. There's like 50 girls from Penn at the bar because the campuses are right next to each other. We're in second place going into the last round. And we get the revealing the answers for the last round as Michigan gets called for Trump.
Oh my God.
So all these girls start screaming, and we're just like, yes, yes, yes! Capital of Ohio, yes!
We're back, baby!
Then like Florida gets called, they announce us as winners, we like stand up, and they just look at us like we're gonna get shot. And I was like, $50. Right?
Yeah. Sorry, you should have known more about U.S. presidents.
Oh, dude.
Other than this one.
Fuck. I forgot about my actual election night. I went basically on a date with this girl. There was this girl who I sort of knew, and we had been trying to hang out forever, and it felt like I could smash, right? Like I was like, I feel pretty confident about this. And she was like a nanny for some rich, like DNC, like New York DNC type Hillary, like people who literally worked for Hillary. They had like this brownstone in Brooklyn.
Someone who reported to Huma Abedin or something.
No joke, 100%. These people had were friends with Huma, 100%. And I'm like, oh, that'll be funny. Like, they have this crazy spread. Like, I'm pretty, this is a while ago. Like, we were doing Come Down was making a little money, but I wasn't like, I still fucking had 3 roommates here or whatever. There was still, like, I was doing okay, but it was like, go drink these fucking rich pricks booze. They're going to have the victory party.
They have like whole floors of their brownstone that they don't use.
Legitimately, dude. They had an elevator in the fucking brownstone. Yeah. It was crazy. Nice. And they had like incredible spread, all the booze you can fucking drink. This girl, and I was like, all right, this will be fun. We'll go, whatever. And the
celebratory
vibes,
head.
Yeah. The vibes were horrible. And then it was just weird. Like, I think I drove her home, but it was like, everyone was kind of like, I was like, this is bizarre. I was kind of like shell-shocked. I was like, damn, this motherfucker won. She was just, and I don't know, I just did this weird thing where I was just like kind of sitting in my car. Like, she went upstairs, and I was kind of like sitting in my car being like, this is like a bizarre night. And then she like comes back down to smoke a cigarette. And now I just look like a weird guy who's like stalking her or something. And then I'm like, maybe this is a sign I do get to fuck her. So instead of being like, all right, like driving off real fast, I like weirdly try and make conversation again. And then I come back and Eldest has some dumbass friends here that I fucking hate. And I'm just like, and I have to fucking deal. And Eldest's friend is being like snarky about it. I'm like, not only did I not get head, but I don't want Trump to be like, this is a weird time, man, and I don't want to come back to my home and be like, just see an annoying guy, but that's Eldest for you.
I remember being pretty pissed that night. Just like walking.
It was a weird night.
Yeah, it was a weird night. Like, I probably wouldn't feel the same emotion now, but like it was. I remember walking home being like, if I see anyone in a Trump hat, I'm gonna get in a fucking fight.
yeah, dude, libbing out. We were libbed out to the max. We were lib soldiers. We were MSNBC. The MSNBC was coursing through your veins, dude. The Rachel Maddow indignation was like fucking strong, and then you throw not getting head into that mix.
Ooh, I'm about to line up so hard with the Lincoln Project.
I cannot wait to attend a protest that will do nothing.
Ooh, I'm putting in the Hamilton soundtrack right now. Nobody better cross me tonight.
Fuck, hilarious. And then
I had the good sense to know that Hamilton was gay then.
Yeah, Hamilton. I remember friends showed me Hamilton, and they were like, "This is good."
I think
and I was like, "What?"
Homework rap. Shut up.
I just remember the night before Hillary had a huge rally in Philly, and like everybody at school was like, "Yes, Queen, yes." In front of Independence Hall, like, yes. And then I'm registered to vote out in the burbs, so I go out there, and I'm at the technical college where the polls are, and it's just like 300 fat Trump hats.
Oh boy.
Like, things are a little different out here.
No. It is true. Going on the road, you're like, this feels weird. Like, and I mean, it is one of the strangest political things that's ever happened, but you can also get it because it's like the Democrats also, if the Democrats also would have allowed their politics had just clearly gotten more extreme, and the Democrats just stopped. I think I'm on record, Bernie would have won for sure.
Yeah.
Republicans just let their people get more extreme, and Democrats are like, no, we have to suck corporate dick no matter what.
Right.
Like, if you're against the party line, we're going to kneecap you.
Veil that in the guise of like adhering to our principles or whatever.
Yeah, whereas like Republicans are like, fuck it, the Tea Party, whatever. You want to put some Nazis in here, fucking cool, man. Just win some elections. And Democrats are like, hey, if you cost our billionaire donors even $1, we're gonna say you're a child molester. Meanwhile, the actual child molesters get to be safe. But look, this McDade's Maniacs is not about politics.
No.
Okay. We just so happened that Shane's first open mic was during Trump's election, and so we had a bunch of fun little stories about it. But
and his McDade's Maniacs debut happens to be taking place during the release of the Epstein files.
Yeah, that is. We're calling our shot.
Yeah.
It's coming out.
Yeah, I just remember the only joke that worked in that whole set was everybody had been talking about the election all night. I was the last person on the open mic.
Going last,
bottom of the bucket.
Following a guy, legendary Roger Snare, R.I.P. He did a rap about the Virginia Tech shooter. It was like really well written. And I was coming from I went from work. I got let out of work early because of the election. Everybody left to have a personal day, so I took all the bagels to.
Hell yeah!
And then
Where were you working? What are we talking?
I was interning at a PR firm.
Okay.
And they didn't pay me, so I just ate all the meeting room
Yeah,
food.
come on.
And then I went on a Tinder date, and I was still wearing my work stuff. So I had like khakis and like a button up, and I had like 6 beers. And I was like, I think there's an open mic. I'll finally do it.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
You did an open mic after a date, and you go late. I guess date didn't go well.
It was a late date. Was fine.
Okay.
That lady. Man, I like matched and talked to her because she looked like she would have sex with me, just like real easy. I was like, yes, I can do it. I can meet a slut. After 2 days, she's like, normally I would have fucked you by now, but like you just like seem like such a nice guy. I want to take my time.
Oh, dude.
I was like,
Actually, I picked you out because I don't respect you.
I can tell by the content on your profile that you want to do this. Please don't let my personality stop you.
That's so funny.
I can treat you bad if you want.
That happened to me. Almost the exact same thing happened to me when I moved to New York. I matched this girl on Tinder, and she's like this weird artsy type. She's like this girl.
They have those here?
Yeah. But she was like foreign and artsy. It was very. She was like I think she was Chinese or something, and she drew people, and I think she would fuck people and draw them. And she said the same thing to me, where she's like, normally and she just invited me to her house, and I was like, I'm getting to fucking fuck this girl immediately. And she's like, exact same thing where it's like, normally I would fuck people, right? And then like I would fuck you and then like draw you and like we would just chill. But she didn't even say you're such a nice guy. She was like, I don't really, and her English wasn't great. She doesn't even know how to cushion it. She's just like, I don't really want to fuck you though.
You are a bitch.
Yeah, you fat. Too ugly and fat. and then when I was like, okay. I was like, do you want to keep hanging out? Should I go? She's like, no, we can hang out. And then we watch TV in her bed, and I'm like, do I get to what's going on here? Like, does she want me to fuck her? And then she would just be like, okay, like, nah. And then she was just like, no, I'm actually not feeling. It was the weirdest way to get fucking rejected, and I needed a W. I don't know if you were in that same zone.
Oh yeah. And then I finally went over to her apartment, and she had a dog, and she would always like leave stuff for the dog. But then as soon as we started hanging out more, she's like, the dog can stay in the crate for up to 24 hours.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
And then she would wake up in the middle of the night and let the dog out so it could sleep in the bed. and she would open up the window
Brutal.
so the dog would have to like snuggle or whatever. So like it would be freezing. I'd wake up, there's like a dog in between us.
Oh my god!
And I'm like,
I love how
what's
you're
going on?
like you're like you did stick around to fuck her. You weren't like
Oh,
mad.
never happened.
What? You slept in the bed with a dog and you didn't get to fuck her?
She was so drunk when I came back. I was pretty drunk. She was like blacked out,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like, "A lot of guys would have taken advantage of me, but you didn't." and I
Jesus
was like,
Christ.
This has to lead to morning sex, surely.
Yeah, I should be rewarded for not raping someone with consensual sex.
It's 23 years old. This is the logic. Yeah. Then something didn't happen. And then I saw her like at a bar, and I waved, and she just rolled by me, and she's like, "You didn't snap me back."
Oh
And
my
I was
god!
like, "What?" And then she was like, "I saw you open it," and I was like, "I don't." The only thing I use Snapchat is to take pictures of 69s and 420s.
Yeah,
and I recommend
yeah,
her
yeah, yeah.
sunglasses emoji.
Love that.
And then she just goes to me.
That was that. Wow, dude.
The Snap era politics of dating are very opaque to me.
Oh
I don't
my
know what
God.
that whole era was
Oh
like.
wow, I got a
How'd you miss out on that.
I was on it for like a split second, and it was a cool way. I think girls who normally wouldn't send you tits would send them fast, because there
I
was
see.
no. It was, but you know, you
They're still
kids,
under the illusion that none of those pictures were saved.
Right. Them and Chris D'Elia were real
Yeah.
sad to find out that somebody backed up Snapchat.
Oh, are you sure, dude?
But because you know you children have grown up with Instagram having vanishing pictures, that was a pretty new. That didn't really exist, so it freed women up to show you their tits fast.
Yeah.
And I was on that for a while. Then I got logged out, and then I was like, all right. And then I turned like 30, and I was like, what am I doing on Snapchat? It's over.
I pretty much used it just to create cereal reviews. I'd review cereal on Snapchat and upload it to YouTube. But then they
The
changed
podcast or the food item?
the
review
food
cereals,
item. Yeah,
yeah.
no. After season 2, that shit dropped off. But then I got off Snapchat officially because I was seeing this lady. She was like 21. I was 22 or something. I don't know. She had taken a gap year.
Sure.
And then she would take a lot of snaps, and then she got kind of drunk and took one, and she posted it to like her thing, and she was like, "I'm using this to get my high school boyfriend jealous."
Wow.
And I was like, "Come again?" And she's like, "He's a senior, like in high
She
school."
was dating.
Yeah, yeah. She must have been like 1 year. She must have been 19 or like 1 year out of college or something.
Gotcha.
But then I was like, "Oh, so literally like trying to make a 17-year-old come and beat me up."
Did you fuck her at least?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, bro.
Yes, did that.
Hey, bro, my mom's in the car right now because I only have my learner's permit. I'm about to fuck you up, dude.
That is fucking hilarious to be competing romantically with a man in geometry class.
Oh yeah, he's like, after band practice, I'm coming over.
Yo, I made $20 at the snack bar this weekend right now, so we're about to take you out.
That is fucking hilarious, dude. Nice. So you grew up in Philly or the burbs or
Downeytown, it's called, near
Okay.
Westchester.
okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. I've been spending some. Was where we fucking filmed
The
tires.
Mecca.
Yeah.
I know all about Westchester.
What was your favorite eatery out there?
What's the steak? There's like 2 steakhouses.
Oh, we got a Longhorn at the.
Not a
by
long,
the Barnes
not
and
long.
Noble?
No. I'm in. Listen, bro. I'm in Westchester proper.
Oh,
okay. All right.
You're
I'm-
on Gay Street. You're on High Street.
I'm on Gay
Yeah.
Street. Absolutely. Yeah. There's some place named after an Italian. There's Limoncello is
Oh,
pretty good.
Limoncello's a classic.
Limoncello's pretty good. The Greek place isn't bad actually.
Mm.
But there's a poke place I would go to sometimes. I think it's
Okay.
probably newer.
So I'm picturing like a sleepy little hamlet where there's like people have weddings there, and there's like a water mill
college
where
town
people take
too,
pictures
though.
of.
It's like a town with like a main street. It feels like a Hallmark Channel
It
town
is.
or something.
Yeah.
That's
There
what
is
I'm
one
picturing.
street of bars where it's like everybody from
Like
my high
Jim
school is
Thorpe,
blacked out and
Pennsylvania.
thrown up.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I mean, I
A
think,
little more got going on.
and it's got an Amtrak station
Nice.
that's not too far, so it's like it's a little, but it does seem like a boring ass place to grow up.
that's great, man.
Yeah, I just remember I got pissed because there's a lake by my house, but you couldn't walk there because the road was downhill, and my mom was like, "You're gonna get killed by a car." And then as soon as I went to college, they built a sidewalk, and I was like, "Oh, the adventures I could have had."
You would have been on that lake, being awesome, dude.
And I'd see people like post pictures in the lake. I was like, I'm a stone's throw away. Why does no one invite me to the lake?
So the best part about where you grew up is a theoretical lake you didn't actually get to play on.
Yeah, and oh man, the best part was this hill next door neighbor had.
Hill in the lake, bro. What the
sledding
fuck?
down. I'm bucolic as fuck.
This Robert Frost ass.
I was basically Thoreau back there. All right? Reading Aragon.
Same. A hill was the best part of my neighborhood as well.
Oh, well, then this guy, he buys the house. He fills in the hill.
Oh,
You ever heard of such a thing?
No, I've not.
All summer, he just filled it up with dirt to put a pool in, and then he found
Like
out...
to level it?
Yeah. So he leveled it out to put a pool, and then found out that it wasn't stable enough for a pool. So he just took away...
He destroyed the hill.
Took away the hill for nothing.
So wait, what the fuck happened? It was just like a... I
That's
don't
what our
even get
neighbors did.
how
It
a
was,
hill
it was
is-
like a flat table on
Yeah.
the side of the hill. My
it was
neighbors
just
tried to do that to
fucking-
their front
now it
yard.
was
Just
like
fill
that.
it with dirt. It's like a big bucket.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I do hate that. And he didn't get his pool either, huh?
Nah.
Fuck
Things
that
die.
guy, dude. There goes your fucking hill, too. All that sledding you did.
Can't mess with,
First-
can't mess
first
with
thing.
God's design, dude.
Yeah.
The sledding hill is the linchpin of any suburban neighborhood. Gotta have that. You gotta have a place to get a back injury when you're 12.
Nah,
That's true.
Otherwise, there's no point.
I'm an urban cat, dude. I don't know about you little
It's true.
motherfuckers,
Yeah.
you suburban
No,
pussies.
you wouldn't find us sledding. We used to sled on the art museum steps in Philly, like
Very-
Rocky used to.
No. Rocky never sled down the steps.
You watch the deleted scenes?
I haven't. You got me there, dude. That would be so funny if he just ran. It just cuts to him on a
That
sled.
was part of the backstory why he talks like that. They had him sledding down the stairs
He
of the
slammed
art
his
museum.
fucking head.
Bing, right into a turnstile or something. Hey, I used to talk normal, but not no more.
No, we did very little sled. Like there was a sled by me and Elsa's elementary school. There was a little or a hill. There was a little sledding going on there, but not very much. I didn't do too many outdoor activities, to be honest with you.
Did you ever sled in Patterson Park?
Not really.
Really? We did.
Yeah, I guess Patterson were good. There's that nice little hill over
Yeah.
there. You lived across the street
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Before you also became a suburbs pussy.
Yeah, we got out.
You
guys
guys
are-
were just like smoking PCP in Patterson Park, stealing cars, that kind of thing. Starting gang fights.
Nah, it was kind of ratchet when we lived there at that time.
It was.
Yeah, we found a gun in the backyard once.
Oh, hell yeah.
pretty
Someone,
crazy.
tossed it.
Someone
Yeah.
stashed the gun, a weapon in Eldis's backyard.
Statute of limitations. We can talk about it now. It's fine. You scratch off the cereal.
Yeah. I was like, I gotta stay strapped, Grandma. I gotta
A
protect
found
us
gun
out
would
here.
be pretty sick. You just
Yeah.
have one happen upon. I mean, it might have bodies on it, which would be unfortunate.
If it
but-
gets linked to you, sure.
Yeah, but if you just have one,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, no one knows you have it. Pretty cool.
We actually ended up calling like a cop, and my sister was like crying because the alley cat that we always fed and would come to our backyard every day was like sniffing around it.
And
She
you were
didn't
like,
want it to die.
And you use it for target practice.
You've eaten
Yeah.
your last whole tuna fish.
So it doesn't sound like you had too maniacal of an upbringing.
The most maniacal thing was reading Maniac McGee all the time.
Okay.
You remember that book?
What happened to Maniac
Oh
McGee?
man, I don't know if this was a
Was that like
local guy.
Encyclopedia Brown?
yeah, even your like shitty pulp books are Irish themed.
Jerry Spinelli was the author,
Okay.
and Maniac McGee. Yeah, it was at Nickelodeon. They made a movie, but I don't remember.
Okay.
He was like an orphan / homeless kid who
Okay.
would just kind of
Oh,
like
I remember
hang
Maniac
out with the
McGee.
white and the black kids. Yeah,
Yeah, that's maniacal behavior.
yeah. So
Having
Crossing
friends
the
of
line.
all races.
I just remember him untying a giant knot. That was a big thing.
Oh,
Not in
interesting.
Philly, all right?
Yeah.
You stay away from the north side.
God,
Maniac
he had
McGee.
so many books. That guy.
Spinelli.
I remember that book. That was like a 5th grade, like one of those like award-winning books that you
Yeah,
had to
Newbery, the
read.
Newbery Award.
Oh,
Newbery
dude.
Not the
Award,
Curtis Scott
medal.
King Award, but the Newbery Medal.
Curtis
Yeah.
Scott King. I don't know that one.
Coretta.
Oh, Coretta Scott
Yeah,
King.
yeah.
You're right. No, Newberry's good. Newberry's for little ass kids. What's the have spacesuit will travel? You know that? That's some
I don't
other
think you
shit
had
they.
that one.
Is
You were
that like
hitting
an
that in
Elon Musk childhood book?
No, I don't think so. I don't even remember what happened. I just remember they made us read it.
Grok, summarize.
And then of course,
Spacesuit
Super
will travel.
Fudge. You gotta fuck. You guys fuck with Fudge.
I remember
Super
Super-
Fudge.
Is that where you were hitting at the fucking Scholastic Book Fair?
Yeah, either that or then like when they would make a fucking, there would be a picture, a
yes,
high res
yes.
picture of a book or of a movie. Get out of AI mode, man. We're anti AI on this podcast.
You're not a Gemini.
No, dude, no. Yeah, Judy Bloom. Shout out to that. Shout out to Fudge. When she wasn't doing propaganda, "Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret." It's like, shut the fuck up. Let's talk about Super Fudge.
Giving girls ideas about voting and shit like that. Knock it off, Judy.
You don't have to be a babysitter forever. No.
A woman
Yeah,
is
you
irreplaceable in
graduate
the
to
home.
mom. You go from
graduate to
babysitter, you graduate to being a mom. That's how it works.
Bunch of girls turning into
later.
graphic designers because of Judy Blume not having children.
Did you ever get into any trouble? What's the most trouble you've ever been in? You seem like a mild-mannered gentleman.
I'm like so Catholic growing up though. I was just so scared of everything. I'm trying to think.
When's the first time you beat off? Were you like scared to beat off?
Yeah, of course. I beat off for the first time after I lost my virginity.
What the fuck?
McDade's Maniacs.
McDade's Maniacs.
I don't want to be Dragovich Part 2 in here.
Yeah, what the hell's going on, McDade?
You were like learning how to ride a bike, like someone helped you, and they're like, wait, I can do this for myself. Like you learn self-sufficiency later on.
That's fucking awesome.
Is that kind of like Alex too? And he
Yeah,
did
That's what he just said.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Drex.
Great producing, Aldous. He literally said, I don't want you Dragovich
Great
Part
clip
2.
that went viral or something. It came into my feed, and now we're just
Hey, I remember that, boss. Didn't that also happen last time? Fucking idiot.
The record keeper of Stavvy's. We're just creating an endless feedback loop of people who have heard the same thing.
Wow. So you were scared. You were scared because of God, huh?
oh god. I mean, my mom did not sleep. My childhood bedroom door would not close all the way.
Oh, man.
She didn't sleep? The
She
fuck?
was, she was
Insomniac?
she was a ER nurse, so she'd work crazy hours.
Oh,
And,
wow.
Like if she heard a creaking, she'd be like, "Is everything okay?" And I'd be like reading Ender's Game or something.
Yeah,
She'd
yeah,
be like,
yeah,
"Go to
yeah.
bed." I'm like, "He's about to kill something."
yeah.
And then the childhood computer's in the kitchen. It was just
Kitchen,
Like,
interesting.
yeah, so it was just not a good situation. But then I was on a business trip for work. 23 years old.
It's a real artful
Wow.
Pink Panther operation to get access to that family computer and start.
Yeah, I mean,
pulling up
ours
stuff.
was in the little fake office
Yeah.
right next to the living room. But I definitely still jacked off. And then I've talked about it many times where once I got my hands, there were Greek magazines that would show tits.
Nice.
And so they would come with the Sunday edition
They
of
got
the
one thing right.
newspaper.
That's their largest contribution to literature in hundreds of years. The Greeks.
So you
Tits
were
in the magazines.
so you were doing nerd shit as a child then.
Oh yeah, huge Star Wars guy.
Oh, okay, shit.
Yeah, Star Wars. I was doing I played a lot of sports, a lot of tennis, a lot
Okay.
of golf. A lot
Oh,
of,
so even the gayest
Hell
sports.
yeah.
baseball, a lot of baseball.
Okay,
I
yep,
was a
3 for
catcher.
3.
Yeah, it was weird though, because like I had sisters growing up and no brothers, so I really had no idea anything about sex. So like literally when the
interesting.
office started saying that's what she said, I would like people would say stuff in like the 7th grade, and I'd be like, that's what she said, and if they laughed, I'm like, that's a sex thing. And if
You
they
were
didn't laugh,
feeling
I was
around in
like,
the
haha,
dark.
yeah, haha, yeah.
You were using you were chipping away at everything that wasn't sex.
Pretty
and you're
much.
like, all right,
Michael
I'm
Scott
figuring it out.
guided me to like whatever was going on down there.
But then some Eve made you eat the apple, and you were like,
Some
oh.
temptress.
You
Some
got a
dog.
succubus.
Foul
Some,
temptress.
yeah, some foul temptress with a dog in her bed.
Probably a sweet girl.
But like even like people would be like, you play catcher in baseball? I was like, yeah, and they'd be like, and I was like, it's an honorable position.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
I'm
calls
involved
the
in every
game.
play. Yeah. And they're like, you don't pitch too. I was like, oh, and I pitch sometimes. And they're like, what? And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Fuck, man,
yeah,
that's-
yeah.
I didn't know I did.
How were you younger? Were you like the? You have older sisters? Younger
I'm the
sisters?
middle child.
Ah,
Yeah, so
interesting.
we're all 4 years apart. My parents only fornicated on midterm election years.
We have a new Congress, honey. That's how you make a comedian right there. You got like sexual surveillance.
Interesting, because sometimes
and
you would
middle
think
child.
I would think that like having an older sister would be kind of a nice, like, you know, you're not scared of women because they're like you grow up in the same house as one. Like I had no access to any like, you know, because I feel like sometimes guys with the older sisters, they will like date sooner or they'll like whatever because they're not as like it's less mystified.
That makes logical sense, but I think in like an Irish Catholic household,
Yeah.
the siblings are not talking to each other like that. They're not getting to that level of depth. It's all pretty surface level. We're not.
You guys are like
discussing
coworkers?
things that matter. Like, good to see
Oh,
you.
pretty much.
How was
yeah.
your weekend?
That's fucking awesome.
I
Eldest
see.
lives in like a hammock with his sister. The first 5 years of his life, they were like, he was like on a baby Bjorn on her chest while their grandmother was cradling her.
They're all spooning three abreast.
She would push me around town and show me off to her friends like I was a little doll or something. She'd take me out in fucking Albania, show me off. For real.
You were cute. You really peaked as a fucking 2 to 3 year old.
Yeah.
It's been downhill from there.
I'm still sexy, man.
No, I didn't say you were sexy when you were 2 or 3. You did have that shot. Eldest was like a bleach blonde.
Yeah.
He was a toe-headed baby.
Yeah. I had a dopey little look about me.
Yeah.
But
Real rugrat.
absolutely.
Interesting. So you motherfuckers really were just like, you're just shaking your sister's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would just get like carted to her sporting and Irish dance events and
Yes,
just be like, yes, go on. Like, I didn't have a Game Boy. There was a dad with a Game Boy, and he would let us watch Tetris instead of letting us play Tetris.
Wow.
And he's like, I'm doing pretty well. And I was like, what is going on?
He was Twitch before Twitch.
Yeah.
He invented
Right.
making people watch you play video
Dude, I had
games.
so many friends that had video games before I did, and I'm just sitting over there watching them play like an RPG for 10 hours, and I'm like,
Oh, were you in
man.
no video games household?
Well, I got one eventually, but we only had sports games for a while.
Nice.
And then
So there's no, doesn't sound like there's very much joy in your home.
no, there's joy. I had a dog that was my best friend.
Okay, all right.
And
all right.
I read a lot.
That's why you like. That's why you were like, I wish I could walk to the lake. I wish like that's why
yeah.
you're like, oh, I
could
love
throw a
climbing the
stick
hill.
into the lake and watch him run in and get it and
Yeah.
come back all wet.
I used to just sit on the back porch, enclosed porch, and just read with the dog on my lap. I was like John Steinbeck at age 12. I was just like,
What was the
me
crew?
and
Did you, have,
Charlie.
did you have a crew of fucking Westchester boys? Of Westchester
Downingtown.
ruffians?
Yeah, Downingtonians.
Downingtonians?
Yeah, Downingtonians.
Down
Friggin'
syndrome.
Miles Teller is born in Downingtown. He immediately
Wow.
disavowed it for years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he moved. He's like, I'm from Florida. And then as soon as the Phillies get good, he's like, I'm from here.
Wow.
All right,
Damn.
buddy.
He was a Florida guy.
Yeah, he
Really?
moved
was
to
sick.
Florida. Yeah.
I didn't trust him, dude.
Man.
I didn't. Although I will say, Whiplash is awesome.
Oh my
Whiplash
god.
is pretty
Me and my
good.
girlfriend quote Whiplash all the time.
Really?
Where it's just like, I'm upset. Yeah. He's just like screaming.
Yeah, that movie's fun. That movie like literally was really affected me, and like I don't ever want to watch it again.
Really?
Yeah.
It like fucked
You haven't
me
seen
up
this
that
in
much.
theaters?
I haven't seen it for a while. I didn't even see it in theaters.
Whoa.
Did you have a troubled apprenticeship in some area that I didn't know about?
I don't know. Kind
Were
of.
you ever under tutelage?
No, I guess like my dad was kind of like that guy if he didn't teach you anything.
Just abuse.
He was just fucking mad, had no transferable skills.
Well, our buddy that we played golf with, a couple, Noah Savage, funny comic. He went to high school with what's the guy's
Damien
name?
Chazelle.
Damien Chazelle,
Yeah,
and was
yeah.
like in band with him, and like their band director is like
Is who that's
the
based off of?
inspiration for what's his face's character.
Yeah.
Was he that much of a prick?
I doubt
They
it.
sound like a quiet nerd from what Noah said.
Yeah.
I met him once when I was a newspaper reporter in college.
Oh, wow.
Had an
Oh,
interview.
Chazelle.
Yeah, he was in town doing La La Land for the film festival.
I'm a La La Land apologist, famously.
great movie. I just hate the opening song so much.
Dude, I love Babylon. Everyone shit on Babylon. I thought it was
Been meaning
fucking
to watch-
awesome.
yeah,
watch
we should
Babylon.
watch this.
You should
episode.
throw it on, Elders.
Yeah.
3.5 hours. Let's make this an XL episode.
Because Ethan Suplee, friend of the show, he was like, I'm in this movie, and I was like, oh, I'll walk and watch it for Ethan, and he's in like at the end, like you know what it was? It was like, I think I was like, oh, this is a long movie. I'll just watch until Ethan's part, then I'll finish the rest. He's in like the second to last scene.
Yeah.
So I ended up fucking staying up till 3 a.m. watching this movie, but it was fucking good. I like Chazelle.
What does he play in the movie?
He plays like a henchman of some
I
sort.
was gonna guess that. That would have been my
Yeah,
first
yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
First 3 guesses, probably.
Have you guys seen First Man?
Yeah, I like First
I
Man.
actually have not seen First
That's
Man.
another movie that gets shitted on all the time.
Is
I
that
like
Chazelle too?
Yeah, it was. It's based
Giselle
on
and
Neil
Gosling?
Armstrong's biography or whatever about how he's like his wife was sad that he kept wanting to go to space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, lady,
It's like, get off my dick, bitch. I'm trying to go to space.
I had an
Go to the
awesome
moon.
screening at the Downingtown Regal. They gave out Apollo 11 patches to everybody.
Cool.
It's me and a bunch of old people at like 11 a.m. And when they land on the moon, these guys in like leather jackets stood up and saluted. And I
Tell
was
those
like,
guys it's fake, man.
Oh,
They'll beat you to death.
I remember where I was when the moon landing happened.
Oh my god,
Let me
dude.
tell you, we all listened on the radio, and it was quite a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie was the specials. I hate it when they're like, "Oh, I did it all with not green screen," and I'm like, "Well, I can't tell. I'm too."
Yeah,
stupid
yeah. You just
to
make it
tell.
look good, motherfucker.
I
I
still
like
think
it
the
when they
pan
shoot
trap is
practical.
two girls. All right, just tell me when it's funny or not.
So you go to college, you're fucking reporting. You're still not a maniac, it sounds like.
Nah, I wasn't really a maniac until.
Did you have a moment where you're like, I'm gonna be a crazy guy?
Oh, I had a good period. I didn't drink till I was 21.
Okay.
So And then when that happened, it was kind of like
No thanks, fellas. In the eyes of the law, it is frowned upon.
Yeah.
I'll join you
No
though,
jerking
on my
off till
21st birthday.
pussy. No drinking till I'm 21.
Yeah, it's like I'm saving myself for greatness. I might have to run for Congress one
Sorry, no ketamine until I have a full psychotic break.
Yeah, but then I used to only drink at people's birthdays parties. That was the only. I was like, I have one rule.
That's
We gotta-
fucking hilarious.
gotta be
Someone else's
celebrating.
birthday.
Yeah.
It's like in The Sopranos where Junior was going to everybody's funeral. Because that's how they let him out. They let him out of prison. You're just circling birthday parties, people you don't even know. You're like, time to fucking. Oh, your daughter's 4. Just going.
But then, then the wheels came off. I had to work at Drexel. You have like these like 6-month-long internships, and then you do 6 months of classes. And I had this like really shitty job where I was working like 7 to 7 all the time, in like a office. It was in a closet that got repurposed into an office that had a picnic table.
Hell yeah, dude.
And one time I was just like, I need a beer. And then I went to the store, and you can't buy more than 128 fluid ounces at one time in Pennsylvania. So if you buy more than that, you have to take it outside and leave it there. Or you have to have someone hold it,
That's
and you
cr-
come
and then
back
you have to
in.
go back in.
So
How
then-
many iterations of that law were there for? You can't buy more than 2 12-packs. All right, you can't buy more than 3
what is
bottles of
100?
wine.
What does 128 end up to?
It's well, I don't know, crunch the numbers there.
Yeah.
I just remember I felt like that riddle where it's like you have a wolf and a sheep, and they have to cross the river in the boat.
8
Or-
pints.
Isn't a bit?
Yeah.
Wait, isn't? Yeah.
12
ounces
ounces
are
a
fine.
can. So yeah, you could get 16 ounces of tall boy. So I used to get 6 tall boys of natty ice and just
Nice.
drink that. Cause
I used to get the
was-
6 tall
You
boys of
get
Beast Ice. Yeah,
Oh,
those
Beast
are the
Ice,
lazy.
yeah. Oh,
Hold
there we
go.
on. That was the night with 6 tall boys, or no? That was like.
Oh, I usually try to drink all 6 as fast as I could.
More bang for your buck.
Pretty much.
Fucking insane, dude.
And then-
6 ice tall boys?
Yeah, they're like 8.5%. They were
pints.
6.66. How can you beat that? $1.11
Yeah,
a
yeah.
can.
I remember doing that same math and calculating like this is the strongest beer and the quantity of it that you can get for
Oh,
your
dude,
dollar.
the ABV to whatever calculator was just insane.
Yeah, that's good stuff. If you're not gonna drink Mad Dog, the beer wise.
Oh, I was drinking Mad Dog.
Yeah.
And I was a very early investor in PFT before he got famous.
Yeah.
And
I
I was
love
like,
it.
The old hobo Heineken.
yeah, we would drink that and go sledding. And
Hell yeah,
steps. But the worst time I was at the business school, and there was like an awards thing and for seniors, and you just go and it's unlimited free drinks for like an hour and a half. And I was like, oh, they have a 9.5% Golden Monkey victory. Shout out Downingtown. And I was like, I could probably drink 5 of these in an hour. And I did, and then I just remember I was like staggering into the pizza place to get something to eat to try to balance it out, and it was the day that the Boston Bomber got sentenced to death. his little curly hair. And,
We're celebrating tonight, boys.
and then I was going to a concert with my friend, and I was like paying for the Uber while drinking another beer I found, and I threw my wallet in a trash can.
You thought it was the beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
You tried to put the beer in your pocket and you threw the wallet away.
Yep. I'm holding the beer. I looked down. I was like, something's not right.
Accidentally perfect physical comedy. That's such a huge part of college when you discover some Chinese like establishment that has some crazy drink special that you and your friends can go. Like after you've all turned 21, but you don't have any money, so you go to this place. It's like unlimited sake bombs for
dude.
an hour.
The
And you drink there at
twofers?
4 p.m.
There was 2 for Tuesday at Auto Bar in Baltimore, and then there was a 2 for Thursdays at or maybe it was Monday. But there was like you knew the day of the week that had the 2 for whatever drinks, and you just
It's a
went
day
there.
that starts with T.
Yeah, I don't think it was Thursday. Now that I think about it.
I think it was Tuesday.
Tuesday was Auto Bar for sure.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, but then the Crown started doing it, and it might have been Monday.
13th Step at 13th Step in New York would have dollar drafts on Tuesdays. That was the big
Oh,
one.
baby.
That was after college. But the Asian place that we would go to in college was like they'd have a drink special. We'd be doing sake bombs, and it's like a perfectly quiet restaurant, and we're all just like sake bomb, banging on the
People
table.
just eating
to make
shitty teriyaki, like families just eating shitty teriyaki.
yeah, someone just
And
got
like
off work.
4 guys in polos are like, let's get fucked up.
And girls sometimes.
It's a blue moon.
Yeah.
Did you ever get head after the Chinese?
Never, not once.
Yeah.
No. Maybe.
Yeah, there was a bar called Drinkers, and
Drinkers, awesome.
Their happy hour is just 50% off.
Cut right
everything.
to the point.
Wow.
And you could get you get a 40 of High Life for $4. So I would do that a lot, and then
I feel like 40s of High Life used to be cheaper than that. You must have caught it after the golden age.
It was the friggin'.
I was getting those for like
Obama's
$1.80, I think, back in the day.
Well,
I was
you're old.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Back in '78, I was getting those for a
Then
quarter.
they switched to Budweiser, not High Life, and I'd never returned.
I think it's yeah. See, to me, it's insane to get a quality beer in a 40.
No, you gotta get Old English.
You gotta get Old English.
Yeah.
You gotta get fucking you gotta get
Make some Brass
Hurricane?
Monkey.
Hurricane. Yep.
Oh yeah, there's one. I just remember my friend
Mickey's.
spending a half an hour explaining to me like the bottle's unbreakable.
Yeah. The lore.
Nothing
Try
you
it.
can do will hurt this bottle. Okay. Yeah, but there was like a period after I graduated early, so I had 6 months where I was just in an apartment. That's when I started comedy, and then I moved in with Shane and them. And so I was just doing all this drinking to like make up for lost time. So it's
Sure.
like, you ever do a sidewalk slammer?
No.
No.
That's when you drink half a Hurricane, then pour a Four Loko in, and
Okay.
then you shake it and do that. And
Where's the
so,
sidewalk?
Your body will literally slam the sidewalk, I
And then
guess.
you'll
is-
just
Oh yeah, I
fucking
blacked out and came to it
falling
at
over.
McDonald's. And I was arguing with them about their ice cream machine. I was like, please, that's
This is false advertising.
yeah, it was before the app too. But yeah, the McDonald's on Steinway, they used to recognize me because I'd come in for ice cream so
You just
often.
come in fucking
And
drunk.
they wouldn't even say my name. The guy would just hand me and say, like, good seeing you.
It is good quality ice cream. The vanilla cone.
Heavy pour too.
Heavy, dude. The vanilla cone is very quality at McDonald's.
Yes, it
there
really
when you
is.
need
With the
it.
M&Ms in there, get an M&M McFlurry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be
there's a
putting these
s'more?
devilish thoughts out into the world like that.
No, that's
Don't be
good
doing
stuff. That's good stuff.
McFlurry. They got the s'mores McFlurry. I gotta try that. That was my biggest regret in study abroad. The day I got there was the day after the Twix McFlurry ended in
Wow.
Irish McDonald's.
Wow. The day after.
But then I found out they still had chicken select, so it was all good
Okay.
again. Yeah.
Still, dude. That would actually.
that. I know a guy where you
Really
get a
tough on
fucking
me.
black market Twix McFlurry.
Twix
fucking
McFlurry
cunt.
sounds awesome, dude. Fuck.
With a little bit of
They
crunch
had
in
that
there.
Kit Kat banana one. Did you get that at all a couple
No,
months
that
ago?
sounds incredible. Kit Kat banana.
Yeah, but it was all banana, no Kit Kat.
No, that's disgusting.
I'm a Kit
I
Kat.
like-
Kit Kat number
I
one.
like artificial banana quite a bit. I like a now and later.
Ooh.
I like a Laffy Taffy.
A runt.
Runt actually is where I start. I don't mean to.
Really,
I
too
don't mean
real.
to-
The
I
uncanny
just-
valley of banana flavors.
It's that it's not. I guess I like it chewier.
Okay.
The flavor's not bad, but once the shell is gone, it's just
Yeah.
regular sugar.
How do you feel about Mike and Ike's?
I'll take a Mike and Ike as well.
I feel like they lose all their flavor, then you just have like a mouth of like gelatin, like flavorless jelly.
It's like the
you
silica
spit out
packets that they
flubber.
put in boxes of shoes, basically.
Those are
You've
not
seen
bad.
those?
I kind of like it because I kind of like that because it makes me feel like I'm having something healthy. I'm like, wow, this is candy,
No, it's
but
fruit. It comes
the
from fruit.
last two chews,
It's fruit, yeah.
they're flavorless. You know what I mean? Like, I weirdly like the consistency of. I guess I'm realizing now. Runch, the flavor's good, but I hate that it's powder.
That's like
I
a
want it
gobstopper.
chewy. I want shit chewy.
Yeah.
I'm a gummy guy. What can I say?
They should just give you a spittoon for Mike and Ike's though, where it's like you suck all the flavor out and you go,
Ding. So you a McDonald's guy? It sounds like.
yeah, you know I'm a Wendy's guy at heart, but the McDonald's is always closer, and
Right.
their app is off the charts.
Yeah, I got a good point system.
I got home
The
really
loyalty
late.
rewards program is really what it's all about.
Yeah.
Dude, they treat you like a king. It used to be friggin' cracked. It was awesome.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they would
yeah.
just double all your points. I'd pay like $3 for like $20 worth
Wow.
of stuff. But now I just go in and get a free ice cream cone every time I'm nearby.
Interesting.
I have 5,000 points right now.
Holy shit. You're an Amex black card holder for McDonald's.
Oh, pretty
What's
much.
the most thing you think you get? What's the most you could get from them? Do you think? Does it have to be food? Can you
Yeah.
get like a fucking little boat? Is it like
That'd be
Marlboro
good.
rewards,
Well, that's-
where you get a generator or like
Yeah,
Jake
the
Head
Zyn-
had that
the Zyn
joke?
things.
Yeah,
Oh, you a JK guy?
I love. Yeah, Jake Head, great guy.
Dude, I just found my JK T-shirt he gave me where it's Calvin pissing in a urinal.
That's a great piece of merch.
It's
That's
so
good.
good, but it's I've gotten a little
Yeah,
fatter. I can't.
Oh,
wear
he
it.
opened and he did a guest spot in Philly with us.
He did. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jake's very funny, and yeah, he had the joke about how his dad got a generator with Marlboro bucks or whatever.
Smoked so many cigarettes, he saved his
He
family.
saved his family. Yeah. Shout out to Jake, man.
Yeah, Jake's always thanking me because I'm the only person that makes him do stand up anymore.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
quarterly, I'll just like book him on the bar show in Philly, and he's like, "Thanks for getting me out of the house, man."
Yeah.
He's like, "Anything for
Yeah,
you,
he's
man."
got
awesome.
two children. He's a family man.
Who were some of the quintessential open mic maniacs in Philly who were like, that was their
Oh,
that was
man.
their empire.
Well, a lot of them are still there.
Don't want to burn any bridges.
Yeah, right. Well, Roger and Linda, they both just passed away recently. They were the
Both
ghosts.
did,
R.I.P.
damn.
They looked like they
Holding hands on the Titanic.
No, literally, it was like a where the red fern grows kind of thing. Like he died like a week and a half after. She
Oh,
died.
man.
Whoa,
Yeah.
damn.
R.I.P.
Also, who gets the updates there? Like what? Like it's always an open mic that disappeared, and then they come back to the group being like, nah,
Yeah.
this person died.
Yeah.
But no, they were crazy. They were fun but crazy. We had Chris Markel. You guys ever run into him?
No.
I don't think so.
He would he would always be like, just got out of prison again.
Yeah, I love
Hell
those
yeah.
guys.
And then
The in and out guys.
he'd be like, all right, I gotta go smoke crack. And he's like, when am I up? They're like in 3. He's like, I'm gonna smoke crack.
No, it is. That's the best part about open mic comedy is like seeing who you are like equals to.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean? It's like,
yeah.
oh, me and these people have. There's no difference between us. Like, hopefully one day I'll figure it out. But right now, these are my These crack smokers are my contemporaries.
That's like when I'm at the casino and I'm sitting playing like the video poker. So I'm like, I'm doing this kind of ironically. Look at all these losers around me doing the exact same. And then I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm one of
Fast
these
forward 2 hours,
assholes.
you're
Eyes
chain
completely
smoking.
red. I haven't blinked looking at the screen. I know how to do it now. You bet on all 5 hands and you triple it. You get more points that way.
It
And
is
then you get
electric.
the bonus.
Gambling is electric.
Yeah, it really is. It's a great pastime if we're being honest.
I miss it. I'm gonna make sure on the second leg of the tour to make sure we book some fucking casinos again.
Yeah.
You gotta go to AC. You gotta do AC.
I do want to do AC actually. Eldest is chomping at the bit to get to AC.
I've been begging for years here.
That's where you got maniacal. Where you fucking befriended that one Indian guy or whatever, that one Indian party.
Oh yeah,
promoter.
deep in VIP. Yeah, that guy was fucking
That was his
awesome.
name, Deep.
Yeah, we were like walking around like after gambling on like the first night there on the weekend, me and my boys, and there was like this weird sketchy guy in the shadows, like kind of, you know, on the boardwalk there's like that little stretch where there's no lights, no restaurants, no buildings. And he comes out and like one of my friends starts talking to him. I was like, what the fuck are you talking to him for? He's like, dude, he said he get his bottle service at this one place
Yes.
for like a good deal. We get bottle service for like $100 between like the 6 of us or something.
Yeah.
We
You
will
get
get
there. There's
bottles
no
of
no one's
Tanqueray.
there, right? It's like
No one's there. It's empty. They are like slowly filling the seats because we got there pretty early. I mean, we got pretty fucked up, but I was like, I see what's going on here because by the end of the night, they had like, you know, we kind of got out on the dance floor a little, and there were like this group of cool black guys that were just gassing a bunch of people up. They were like fluffing the dance
They're
floor.
basically like they basically hired like bar mitzvah dancers.
yeah.
Like what Katie Nolan used to do for 12-year-old
Yes, yes,
boys.
Yeah.
Like they hired cool black guys to let you think you're cool.
They got it amped up. I mean, I was like on the
Damn,
dance floor.
they'll just hit the Dougie.
They were like, yeah. They're like,
Man, you ain't got to do that to him, Eldest.
they really were. And then like I was like, whoa, these guys are fucking awesome. And then like, you know, 30 minutes later they leave early as fuck.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they're just
yeah.
leaving as
They're
a
off to the
group,
next
clearly
club.
out to the next club or something. But yeah, deep in VIP.
They're like traveling nurses. They go from one location to location, hyping up the party.
Absolutely where they're
Yeah.
needed the most.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. Then the Indian guys can take it from there.
But yeah, we actually kept in touch with Deep. We hit him up another time. We went to Atlantic City a couple years later. We went on like a sketchy limo ride with him.
Hell yeah, dude.
What's
to
like a
Deep.
seat to Bali's, like the one that's not on the boardwalk?
Bally's?
Yeah,
You
Bally's.
pronounced it Bali because
That was an Indian guy.
we went to Timbuktu's with Deep. Go to the Hard Rock. Bally's, you fucking idiot.
Fuck you.
We went to Bally's. Pronouncing it like that.
But yeah, he was like, he had a deal with this sketchy ass limo driver. He was like $5 ahead for a ride to Bally's.
Yes.
This guy was off duty, and we like took out a blunt to smoke in this limo. There were like a couple other random riders in here.
So it was a bus.
Yeah.
So he turned the limo into a fucking
Yeah.
shuttle.
The casino staff are like, stop bringing van loads of dudes to the casino and the club.
Absolutely. And he was like fighting with Deep. He was like, you can't smoke weed in here. And he's like, come on, man.
Lighten up.
And then he was like, all right,
Photo, you
fine.
pussy. Just blazing.
It was awesome.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to Deep.
That's beautiful, man. I'm glad you fucking got out there. I know you're an Atlantic City maniac.
So that's
Elders.
the kind of fun nights we could get going on tour.
right.
Yeah.
Few books and
What's
shows
Deep
there.
up to now? He's an orthodontist or something.
No, he's still doing his promoter thing, but he's in Vegas now.
Oh,
he went pro. He went to the
Playing to the
graduated.
majors. Yeah.
That is awesome.
He's
dude.
pro, dude. I mean, he's still posting about it on Instagram.
Big respect.
Last time we talked about him, people like tagged me in the comments on his post. And he just like liked them. But Deep's doing this thing. He really is at the next level of his career. It's like crazy. You know, I basically started with the open mics of promoting with him.
I love seeing him make. Hope you know what. God willing, one day we're at an event hosted by Deep.
Yeah.
I do love when the people you came up with get big and then they just forget they ever met you.
Yeah, sure.
Like I was working with this real old guy in Philly. He's not real old, sorry, Joe Callahan, respect. But he's like, yeah, we used to look after this one little kid. He'd drive in from Malvern. He's 18. His name, what was his name? Adam McKay.
Oh wow!
And he's like, we were all buddies. He was a funny kid. We'd take him to the mics and get him past the bartenders. And as soon as he gets to Hollywood, he comes back to Philly. He's like, who are you people?
Wow.
Like, oh man.
I didn't realize McKay was from Philly.
Yeah, he's from Malvern.
Oh, interesting. Maybe I knew that.
But I don't talk about him ever since he made that stupid meteorite movie.
Trying to convince people that climate change is real.
That shit
Fucking
sucks
bitch.
so hard. It's just like,
What's your face was hot in it. Who played the? I thought.
is it Jennifer Lawrence?
No, she actually wasn't that hot in it. I didn't hate that
Elders.
movie. I thought
Don't
it was
look up cast.
Meryl Streep, Kate Blanchett was because the hot as the Fox News lady. Kate Blanchett, Fox News. I was like, interesting.
They blinded her
get
out.
you on Tar. I got to get you a Tar t-shirt.
When you
Tar's
see a-
good too. Of course, I mean Tar's a fucking yeah. I mean
When you see a picture of Ariana Grande
Yeah.
and Timothy Chalamet right next to each other, you realize they have the exact same bone structure.
yeah,
Have
absolutely.
you guys read those rumors that Ariana Grande and Jim Carrey have an on again, off again hookup situation?
I love that. I love that for both of them.
No, what's the?
Well, she appeared in his show Kidding on Showtime, which is like one of the best shows. But
Oh, really?
she plays like a tooth fairy or something. And then childhood crush on the show. And then they like
Interesting.
there's all these. My sister is sending me like doo-wah shit where they're like
Interesting.
Jim and Ariana out again. And I'm like,
Interesting. That's kind of
Jesus.
cool.
He was like one of the first guys. He was the first guy of a generation who like a lot of women wanted to fuck because he was goofy.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
he
yeah.
maximized. He's like a true legend, man. I mean, there were probably all kinds of. He probably stole some wives from people from just like being goofy enough
For sure.
at the comedy.
I wonder
store.
if he's the kind of guy who likes pussy though.
I think he is. I think Jim Carrey is a pussy getter.
I
You
don't
don't
know,
come
there's-
up with a character like
He's
the
just
Mask without
strange
appreciating it.
enough.
Oh, that's
He didn't-
true.
He's just because he's strange.
Yes.
I'm like, does he need pussy as much? Does he get other
Yeah.
shit? You know what I mean? I don't know.
He
Let's get
seems
something else out
like
of it.
far out and maybe over it now, honestly. But like,
At the,
Yeah, just
yeah.
Phil.
you know, when
Yeah,
when he was
the
Ace Ventura, come on.
The
You know
90s were
he
the
was
90s,
fucking
man.
Some bitches, man.
I was
I'm
talking.
not saying he doesn't get pussy. I'm just saying, is that his thing? Go ahead.
I was talking to Colin Quinn. I was doing some shows with him in Utah, and he was like, "Yeah, I was reading the script. It was like pile of dog shit." And I passed to my friends like, "Total dog shit. Who would make this funny?" And then like he's like, 6 months later, Ace Ventura.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, "Just do whatever the opposite I tell you, kid."
Yeah.
I'm like, "All right, all right."
They're not, this isn't what cops are really like. He's not a real detective.
And I was like, "Shouldn't we? The Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel." It's like, "Well, shouldn't we be clapping back?"
Yeah,
Jim Carrey for
yeah.
that one. But-
I know that is the most I mean, that was the fucking most transphobic ending. And by the way, we've said this before. If your surgeon can make you look like fucking Einhorn,
Yeah.
give him the Nobel Prize for medicine. That woman would like
In
you take
92.
Finkel, a fucking mustachioed football player, into Einhorn, sexy as shit.
Then you run out of money for
Just-
Mr. Winky. You just
Right.
know,
had to
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Bottom surgery.
I mean, look
what
how
happened?
hot she is.
I didn't
Wow.
realize she was hot at the time, but yeah. It plays
When I
out.
was a kid, I was like, she shit herself.
yeah,
When they show her
that's
cock,
exactly what you thought.
when they show her tucked cock, I'm like, what?
I was like, no.
And then everybody's throwing up. Here's what would have
Penises
saved the
and
movie.
balls are way smaller than that.
Yeah.
I'll watch it when I'm
What
like
would have
12.
saved the movie would be one guy being like, nice. You know what I mean? If everybody else is throwing up and one guy's like,
Who was the rapper? Who's like, damn, Ace.
Tone Loc.
If Tone Loc was
Tone
like,
Loc.
okay,
yeah.
go ahead.
Well, hopefully, damn, she really is. What else was
What's she
this
doing
lady
now?
in? Yeah.
In the 90s, I feel like every late...
Oh, Sean Young. Damn, I didn't realize that was Sean Young.
I don't know who that is.
Because she was in a bunch. She was in
Blade Runner?
Blade. Yeah, I remember from Blade Runner. But I guess I definitely saw Ace Ventura before Blade Runner. No doubt about it.
Damn, her and Charlie Sheen have the same hair.
Yeah, Sean Young, piece of ass. And we tap our hat to Sean Young, a legendary piece of ass, and a lady named Sean that I'd like to fuck. Sean Young sounds like a guy you could have been roommates with. You know?
I actually emailed you to be a roommate.
Huh? Really?
I was looking for an apartment in 2020 or 2019, and I couldn't find one for months. And someone's like, "Stav's looking for a roommate. Here's his email." And I sent like a, if you worry I'm weird, Shane will say I'm okay.
Oh, you know
That must have been right after I moved out.
No, you know what it was I needed somebody to sublet.
That was probably it. Yeah.
I needed somebody to sublet, and then the pandemic happened.
Dude.
Yeah, I lived in New York for a month and a half and moved back to home.
Dude, yeah. Well, no, dude, yeah, you would have been stuck here. You would have been stuck in this apartment. We did that, and we just got a guy we did not know at all. It was like, I think my friend found him, and it was like, whatever, it's a month, who cares? And then we lived with him for, and you know what's
We're
crazy?
a family.
We were really close, and then he just kind of disappeared in a weird. I think he like moved. He moved back home. But yeah, and
I think he moved to the city for a little. Then he
moved to the city. Yeah,
went to Texas.
But yeah, shout out to him. We won't dox him or anything,
Yeah.
but a cool dude, who we ended up like spending like every day for a year and a half together, which was bizarre.
Yeah.
And just a guy I'll probably never regularly have in my life again. If I bump into him, it'll be awesome. But it's just we really collectively have memory hold how fucking weird that whole year was. But
Yeah.
Well, that's how Jim Carrey met The Weeknd.
oh well.
You remember this story?
No, I don't.
Oh, my
You got a
God.
lot of awesome Jim Carrey anecdotes.
Well, you got to watch CBS Sunday Morning with your parents every Sunday for 3 years.
What do we got?
So they live in opposite towers in LA. And when they realized, like when they were standing on their balconies, that they lived like across the way from each other, so they would like send notes and like messages like on boards and stuff, and he'd like write them a song and like send it over or whatever, and it was just like the weirdest thing I could ever think. But
Maybe, yeah.
that's why I got to get in a high-rise stat.
You got to get into high rise so you can be fucking friends with Jim Carrey on the weekend. Well, all right. It looks like we have to fucking bring some of these maniacal vibes to our fucking callers. Isn't that right, Eldis?
That's right.
It's time to give some advice. What do we got, Big Eldo?
Hi, Stav. Hi, Aldous. Love your guys' show. Listen to it every week.
Thank you.
My question for you is, I recently went back to a high school reunion, and I ran into a guy that I used to date, I don't know, mid-2000s. Anyways, life has obviously changed since then. He's been in a long-term partnership. I've just been single mom in it, living life. I kind of got the vibe that things aren't great in his current relationship.
You got the
kind of picking
vibe?
up on something.
He didn't tell you explicitly. He's currently in a relationship, but because you had a flirty interaction at a nostalgia-filled event with your former boyfriend,
Because you asked
kind of
him,
got the vibe.
you asked him how his wife is, and you're like, yeah, she's good. And he said it in that tone of voice, and you're like, oh, that falls apart.
Anyway,
Single mom dart went off.
yeah, exactly. Which you're right. I'll give you that. If anybody picks up on it, it's a single mother who's like, let's get this going. Hit me up. Keep going, LD.
In his current relationship and was kind of picking up on something. Back in the day, probably would have totally bagged it up and jumped his bones. But I refrained, really proud of myself.
You didn't fuck a guy in a relationship?
Anyways, I kind of want to explore that a little bit more, but I'm trying to figure out the best way to really suss out the situation and figure out if old split up is on the horizon.
No.
Anyways, love to hear your guys' thoughts. Let me know.
This is awesome. And I respect you. I respect what this is about. I get it. Your life is tough. This is a guy you had a connection with. And we all like to romanticize. What if the one that got away comes back to us? Whatever. Mm-hmm. You can't. Listen, if he was single, absolutely go for it. But you can't try and fucking break up this guy. Like, stay in whatever. Follow each other on Instagram. Keep keep the burner warm, right? Keep it on simmer.
Discern his wife's hair color. Find a wig that matches. Get a hotel room with the lights down low.
Don't use the same credit card more than once.
Multiple
stores.
Pay for everything in cash. We respect dirtbags, but we cannot legally tell you to try and break up this relationship. If you want to just if you want, you made a connection, you can kind of soft stalk it. Like, this is the thing men think about. Like, we've all been there. Not just men. I think everybody's sort of like, there's people who are like on the, to fuck if the situation arises list, right? We all have that. We all have a list where it's like, she was ever single, I'm going to take a shot at it. And that's okay. You put him at the top of that list. And you maybe keep an artful eye on his Instagram stories. But to try and make contact with the idea that you're sussing out whether you have a shot at ruining his current relationship. Because let's say you get, right? And by the way, what are you trying to get out of this? Are you just trying to fuck this guy? You probably could just fuck him. But when you start a relationship in these circumstances, it's like, you think this is going to be serious?
Yeah.
You think if you fucking cheat, if you connive to make him cheat?
You know what they say, people who cheat with you never cheat again.
Yeah. They definitely don't cheat on you.
Faithful.
They just loved you so much that it made them do something they can't even fathom doing to you.
You defeated every other woman in the world.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't think actively trying to keep in touch is going to help.
Yeah, I think it's, those feelings from high school are always the ones you can trust the most.
Back when you had it all figured out.
If there's one thing I know 10 years later, I still like that guy from algebra class.
Yeah.
It's like, no, man. I had a similar thing at my high school reunion. It was in Westchester.
Okay.
Walking down the streets, the lady I just was too scared to do anything with.
Wow.
We and I got talking. We're rubbing against each other. We hold hands for a bit, and then 6 months later, she's engaged. And
Yeah.
like, this is all you need. This is the closure I needed.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah.
This
A
lady
little bit of
needs God.
spice.
But
Wow, hold hands, rubbing up. You really just had a very monkly Catholic
oh yeah,
upbringing where you're
Monastic.
like this.
If they're wearing
that
a
counts
skirt
as a
below the
hookup.
knee, I'm like, this is perfect.
Yeah, holding hands counts as a hookup.
It's like, whoa, I'm going to not masturbate to this for a long time.
Yeah, wow, this will be what I whip myself to for getting an erection to this memory.
That's big respect. Was she one of the popular girls? And then
She did seem out of my league, but then we started hanging out a lot. I went to Dairy Queen a couple times.
nice.
Never
That's a
did
nice
anything.
come up.
Yeah.
Another-
Then just fumbled the bag.
A whole
Yeah, what are you
amongst
gonna
us
do?
hasn't
Showed up
fumbled.
at my work one time, invited me to a party at her house. She's like, we're getting drunk. I was like, I'm scared of getting in trouble.
Yeah.
She's like,
Wow.
tell your friends you're at another person's house sleepover. I was like, my mom will check the sources.
Oh
And then-
my god,
Yeah,
dude.
but
That's
her
when-
husband's losing his hair, so
There
fuck
we
her.
go.
That's when where you go back in time, you tell your younger self, you'll come up with a story for your mom. And even if it doesn't work, whatever.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
That's when you just slap fucking young you. You're like, you're going.
You slap younger
fucking
you, and then
going.
all of a sudden you are wearing a leather jacket.
Yeah,
Because your whole life
Every
changed.
slap, you're fucking awesome. Whoa, I'm jacked.
Whoa, I have a sweet chain.
You do it too many times, now you're fucking.
You're in prison.
Yeah. Yeah, man, don't fucking do this. Just kind of keep it on the back burner.
I feel like you just, there's a general air at the high school reunion. You have to move forward in life.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna,
That's not real life.
You're not gonna regain, even if you fuck this guy, even if you break up his relationship. It's not gonna give you what you need.
Totally.
You have to look to the future.
You're absolutely correct. Those are there is a magical vibe at a high school reunion where it's like we're all pretending we're young one more night.
Yeah.
Even he would probably be like, "That was fun flirting with that girl."
Yeah.
And then he goes back to his loving relationship. He probably there's a really good chance that he regrets even flirting with you. He probably gets back to his house that he got swept up in the moment. And he's like, I shouldn't have made it seem like me and Barb are on the out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was probably there's a chance. I'm not saying there's a chance that's true, right? For sure. But there's a 50% chance that if you had pushed the envelope that night, you probably could have fucked him, and it would have been like a huge mistake for him. You know what I mean? Like
a life-ruining mistake.
I agree with you. There's the vibe. You know, there's a little vibe going. I did miss my high school reunion, and now we're getting to fucking 20 years.
Yeah, people are
which
turning
is
on the
tough.
charm at high school reunions. They're like up, you know what I mean? Like they're making conversation, and in a way, it could seem pretty flirty, even if it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, statistically, someone at that reunion would have fucked her if she just
For sure.
looked
Yeah.
around a little bit.
100%. But it wasn't about that. She wanted the forbidden fruit. Good luck. Don't fuck that guy, but there's plenty of guys to fuck, probably.
Bob, Eldest, and guest, longtime listener, brothers. Basically, let me get to the question first, because I know a lot of people fuck around and get to the question very last.
That's what
Important information. You're my lawyers.
That's right.
I am a 27-year-old male, of course, and I'm interested in this girl. The thing is, she's 21, and I know that's not illegal in any sort, you know what I'm saying, but it's still different. I've never done something like this before. I've never talked to anybody outside, like, the 3-year boundary on either side. And I'm trying to go about this the right way. Like, I'm not trying to groom her or anything
Groom
like that.
her?
And I feel like when we first started
Jesus
talking,
Christ.
I even told her, I was
Let's talk
like,
about that.
when I was your age, I did not know shit. Like, I was fucking around. I did, like, crazy-ass shit. And I don't want to deprive you of having fun in your early 20s, you know? But in her defense, I feel like, I know everyone says that, like, their significant other is more mature. I feel like she is mature.
All right, man.
Like, her friends
All
are
right,
older
listen,
than her.
listen. You're not grooming her, but you also need to chill with. She's mature for her age.
she's in AP
If you want to
calculus.
fuck a girl who's younger than you, fuck her. You're not doing anything like. Is it like if it's whatever? If you have a connection with somebody who's of legal age, I mean, you know, maybe teen is not, but 21 to me does feel like 18 is legal. 21 is like society's legal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, you know,
If you're 27, for sure.
if you're 27, it's like not that big a deal. And also, it's like, but also, relax with the mature. She's mature for age.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
she's fucking dumb and young, and you
It's
want to
not
fuck
that
a
she's
dumb
mature.
young girl.
You're also immature.
You could,
You're
yeah.
27.
If
You're still a
anything,
kid.
you're immature.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, let's finish up here.
More mature. I feel like she is mature. Like, her friends are older than her.
She like reads books and stuff.
She has a good job already. Like, she's about her shit. Like, she's not one to, like, go out.
She's
and,
like about
have
her
fun.
shit. She's in B2B sales.
I don't know. Like, she's not me when I was that age, is what I'm
Sure.
trying to say. And I don't know. Like, I just want advice to see, like, how to move forward with this. I know, again, it's not anything too crazy. I don't know. It's just
man.
different for me. And I would like advice to how to navigate this forward. That's about it, brother. But thank you. And just get back to me when you can, I guess. I don't know how this works.
He doesn't know how it works.
We send you a cassette tape from like an answering machine. With
I know. I love when sometimes you'll get ones that are like, all right, man, so call me back. Let me know what this is.
I'm around until 5.
Yeah.
Now, is it bad to think and consider about the age gap when you're getting into something like that? No. That's not a bad instinct to have writ large. But like 27, 21, if you're wondering why, if it's creepy or weird, why is that? Why are you wondering that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're good, dude. I mean, there's nothing to it's like, do you like this person? Do you guys have some chemistry?
Yeah.
It's not crazy. And it's like, she's an adult as well. And you're 27.
You're going to be significantly more mature at 30, and then again at 33, and then again at 36. Like, this is not, you're not grown-ass man times. You're still basically a kid.
Yeah.
You don't realize just how dumb and, like, you know, immature you are when you're 27.
Yeah.
That's
True.
why, that's
a great point.
it's like the big distance between you and her is not as great as
It's
you think.
really not.
Because it's like, think back to when we were 27.
Yeah.
That was truly like, should I start brushing my teeth more? Should I stop eating ice cream
I'm
every fucking day?
27. They vaguely promoted me at work. I got 4 G's in the bank right now. Let's hit the town.
Yeah, no, 27, you're right. It's so funny. Yeah, dude, who fucking cares? I guess 21 is sort of like, I think 25 is really like, after that, don't ever bring up age gap. You know what I mean? Where it's like societally speaking, it's like, look, After that, who really gives a fuck in any way, shape, or form? But 21, 27, it's like, what are we talking about here?
I had a similar thing where she was 5 years younger than me, or 4 years younger, but she was younger than my sister, my youngest sister, and that was the part that did it for me. Where I was
Interesting.
like, I don't want them to ever talk.
That was the part.
Yes.
That was the part that made your dick hard. You're like, nice.
What if I could get them all in the same room?
Yeah, think about how much my family would
everything.
disapprove.
That's what the time machine I would use for.
Fuck yeah,
the
dude.
only gap there is like if you're 27 and 21, depending on the city you're in, you maybe go to slightly different bars. That's about it. That's like the only discernible difference between people. Those.
Yeah.
You have a
But
slightly
it is-
different taste in music.
It also is true where it's like, there's also, you do know this girl too, where it's a 21-year-old that's pretending she's like, oh, I don't go to those bars. I go to the 27-year-old. I don't go to like what's the one you were talking about? The
13th step.
the
I go
13th
to the penny farthing.
Exactly.
You know?
Like you do know those girls too who are 21 and pretending they're like that happens a lot. And there is people who the same way there's like old dudes looking for young women. There's young women who are like, I'm so mature, I'm gonna prove it. And by the way, you're not old. You're 27.
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot as well. So anyway, whatever. You're good, man. We don't really give a fuck.
Just have sex with her and turn yourself in.
Hi, Stavvy. Hi, Eldest. Longtime listener, first-time caller. I just have a question about therapy. I know that you are a mental health champion, warrior. I don't know. I have 3 kids, and my oldest is 11. My youngest is almost 2. And after she was born, my youngest was born, I was having kind of bad postpartum depression, so I started seeing a therapist regularly, and it's been really nice. I was seeing her once a week, and now I do it twice a week. And the reason for my call is she has been talking to me about graduating therapy. And my initial reaction is just kind of like, is she sick of me?
Oh, wow.
Because is that normal for a therapist to like try to dump you, basically?
She's
That's
not
how it
dumping
feels
you, man.
on my end.
Hold on, pause this.
Because
If you're going for physical therapy because you fucked your elbow up,
Yeah.
and your elbow starts to get better, and the guy's like, hey,
Whoa, you got to come back forever.
instead of 2 times a week, why don't we do 1, and then eventually your elbow's not, because he's not dumping you, he's just thinking that the amount of time you need the medicine is over, or the treatment is over. But anyway, so don't take it personal, that's number 1, but keep going, Eldest.
I like having like the check-in and a neutral party, and she just gives me a whole different perspective that I'm not able to access on my own. So I was just wondering what your thoughts are on that. And also, I have kind of bad self-esteem because I have really small boobs. And do you think I should get a boob job? Would that solve? I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Okay.
Will my therapist still love me if I
finally.
get a tit job?
I mean, what are we talking
Are you
about
meeting
here?
in person or Zoom? That was-
You got the solution. Why did we bury the lead? That's all you need, baby girls. A big fat set of honkers.
It'll be like the
What are
Wizard
you
of
wasting
Oz
your
when it all goes
time?
into color.
The hell are you wasting your time for blabbing about shit that doesn't matter? Get a fat pair and
here's the
that'll
only-
solve it all.
Here's the only question you got to ask about this therapist thing and how she, wants to see less, have you come in for fewer sessions and then eventually graduate. She's asking you, you should pay me less money.
Yes.
That's a tangible
That's
thing
actually
where you
a
can be
good
like,
sign
Yeah.
for a therapist to be like, you don't need this as much, and you might not need it at all. Because I know plenty of people, especially in fucking entertainment. I mean, fucking, we make fun of Sarah all the time about how all she does is go to therapy. But like, I know people whose fucking therapists, it feels like they're keeping them on the hook.
oh, yeah.
Where it's like, because like,
Like a bad golf pro.
totally
Keep coming back
yes.
for lessons.
Like, and look, I'm a big therapy guy, but we've also talked about how therapy is like, you should be going for a reason. You shouldn't just go to have a friend you pay.
Yes.
You should go for specific stuff.
Get tangible stuff out of it. Practices, schedules, whatever it is,
Yeah.
meditation type stuff, goals to set and check in on. It's got to be,
And like,
specific.
And for me, I go to
never been to
therapy.
therapy.
Yeah. you definitely couldn't use it.
You never so you never had a therapist quit on you?
I've never had a therapist quit on me. Have you?
Yeah.
Really? What happened?
I was like thinking about. I was worried about self harm. I was very depressed. I was
Yeah.
like riding my bike in front of like traffic and stuff. And
That's so funny to be like suicidal. Your therapist being like, it's too much for me.
You'll figure it out.
Literally, I was like, I know our session's next week. Can we move it up a week? I just need to talk to somebody. She was like, I'm busy, and I was like, okay, it's okay. Is there anybody else you could talk to? And she's like, all right, I moved some things around. I got you. So I'm on the computer, zooming, and I just start like sobbing. I'm just like, I'm having a really hard time, blah blah blah. And she like, nah, does the therapist nod for a while, and then she's like, I think our journey may have come to an end.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Dude.
And I'm like, dude, this should be your Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
Like, why are you
Final
like? This is the
exam
big
time.
time. This is like the
time.
final boss, and you're just
Yeah.
like, no, like that.
That's
Just-
crazy,
And then
dude.
she dumped me. Yeah.
What the fuck? Did she give you like somebody else's number, or like did she like refer you?
No,
She said, you got to go see this hilarious comedian. His name is Shane O'Connor. What
cure all your
doctor?
ills. No, she like basically was like, yeah, I can set you up. And I was like, could you get me like a psychiatrist? I want to start like antidepressants. And she was like, it'll probably take like 3 months or something. And I was like, I
mean,
kind of
we're
want to like get like hit by a bus so I can just lay down for a while.
Yeah.
And yeah, she was just like, I just don't want this to like affect our relationship. And I was like, buddy, it's over. It's over. Like, forget
I mean,
it.
this is just a bad therapist.
Yeah.
There's no way around.
She spent most of the sessions just being like, I think your girlfriend needs to go to therapy. And I'm like,
I
well,
mean, that's crazy.
I can't. You want to talk to her?
Where'd you find this person?
Just like through my insurance at work. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's also the problem is that like it takes a while to find somebody that you like mesh with sometimes. Sometimes you
Yeah.
go to a couple therapists and they're not good. And I had not a great one in Baltimore. I had one that I liked, but then I moved here. And then I like my therapist now, I like him. He's definitely helped. But I also don't go, like, I go now like maybe once a month. Sometimes I don't even go. Like sometimes now it's just a pure check-in thing.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, because I have found in the past when I thought I'm good and I don't go at all, I'll be like, oh, it's been, a year and a half since I went to therapy. And then I just like have some huge fucking, depressive episode where I'm like,
need the-
I've just been letting shit pile up. And
The
like,
regular scheduled maintenance when you feel like nothing's wrong.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pop
Fuck.
in
So
there.
what happened after that? Did you find another therapist?
Yeah,
or-
so I had to like, well, then you have to interview with therapists, which just feels weird. And they're like,
and
"What's
you're on the
wrong?"
verge of, and you're like, oh, I'm thinking about killing myself every day.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, just, I think I'm working with like different people right now. And I was like, okay.
That's insane, dude. You
so,
were
like-
getting rejected from therapists, but you wanted to fucking.
It's crazy. It's like people don't want to challenge anymore. It's the problem with this generation.
Yeah, dude. That's you.
70-year-old therapist I
You
was
got all
talking
these
to.
Zoomer therapists, man. You need to fucking the greatest generation.
Yeah,
I was looking for therapists recently. I swear to God, like at least half of everyone I looked up, like writes like fantasy novels on the side or some shit. I'm not kidding.
I
Like,
know what
was-
you mean.
I was looking around like Brooklyn, and it was there's something like so crazy. Like
Well,
every
Elvis, have you
therapist,
considered a 1,000-page novel about a woman with 3 tits?
every therapist has like some funny ass like side hustle, and it's like. Even if you do, like, I don't want it to be so like so easy to find or something.
I know what you mean.
It
You
was
should
crazy.
should be under a fucking pseudonym.
Yeah.
You should not be like this. Should not be part of your like brand.
Yeah.
It's like mental health professional, jazz pianist. It's like shut the fuck up. Yeah, I mean, I opted for that is kind of your options in New York are like weird polyamorous fucking he they or the oldest Jewish person you've ever seen in your life. I opt for old Jew. I like that. It helps enough. It's kind of like it's for sort of like a stern figure in your life, which I think is useful. But I think
That's their last name, Stern.
yeah. So
David Stern.
so it sounds like so we have two different perspectives
yeah,
here.
yeah.
For her, I feel like I do think this is normal, especially if you went for postpartum. Now, if you feel like maybe this is her specialty is postpartum, maybe whatever, if you want to go for regular, and also to me it sounds like you're overwhelmed. You have 3 fucking kids. You probably don't get an hour to yourself at all.
She gets
So-
2 hours a week to herself.
That's what I'm saying. That's why that's what I'm saying is that's probably part of what's driving this like worry in her voice. Like, hey, you can't take those 2 hours away. I have to have those 2 hours where the kids can't fucking bother me and my husband has to fucking do something, right? Like, that's kind of what it feels like to me. So, look, I think it's normal. I don't think it's crazy. Sounds like your therapist is doing a better job than fucking Shane's therapist did, fucking telling him it was over.
To me, there is something suspect about like a therapist saying that to you, unless you started like your relationship with them or your sessions from the very beginning. Like, I just want to work through this whole thing, and I don't know if I need this like permanently. But if you haven't had an explicit convo like that, and it doesn't sound like they have, like, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
What if she went in there being like, I have very bad postpartum?
Yeah.
And it's been 2 years seems to be about the time where the kid's like not an infant anymore. It's a toddler. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I know what you mean. It definitely could be a little weird. And either way, even if they are,
therapy should always be like a chance to like tell your therapist, like, you know, you should be like, I feel like you're trying to like get me out of the door. What's up with that? Like, just like bring that up to them. It's like, you know,
they
therapy.
hold all the cards and they could be like, why do you feel that way? I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? That's the hard part.
You sound fucking crazy right now.
What are you saying, you fucking flat-chested bitch? Maybe if you had C's at least, I'd
You think you could feed babies with those? I can see why you had postpartum.
The baby's probably depressed too.
Just make sure you're getting something out of it, I think, is the main, like something tangible. I mean, I'm sure it feels nice to have that as part of your week, and it feels good when you leave the office. Like, you have something that you have homework that you're doing from these sessions. Do you have like new habits that you formed? I think that's the big test.
She could get 2 tangible things.
Hell
That's
yeah,
true.
brother.
Go get some fat tits. No, but yeah, I mean, look, we're not gonna stop. We're not gonna stop you from getting a boob job. But also, I think it sounds like it's important for you to be. You know, you could though if she brings us up, be like, hey, I think I need regular therapy. Why do you think it's time for me to graduate? To me, I get this, this, and this out of it. And look, she might make good points, or she might say, if that's what you're looking for, that's not what I do. Let me refer you to some other people. But it at least sounds like the fact that she's bringing it up, she's not, you know, like crushing you with it out of nowhere. So
yeah.
I think you have time to talk about this in your sessions. And then worst case scenario, if you feel like you still need some therapy, even if it's not, you know, you're doing it 2 times a week now, maybe you go to once a week, maybe you go to every other week, whatever. But yeah, you might have to look for another therapist. If this person also just, these are ultimately fucking professionals who have caseloads, and they might see it as like, even if you need it, maybe they have patients who need it more, or, you know, who are getting more value out of it. Who knows? Maybe she feels like she can't help you, but you can find somebody else. It just is annoying that it's going to take a little time to find a therapist again.
It seems like an ethical good sign that she's telling you can graduate. It's not like she's your barber and she gives you a haircut. She's like, well, that was the last one. We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, graduating is a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Kanye West made a whole album about it.
Freaking Third Eye Blind.
And you see how his mental health is.
Yeah. Some people are too smart to go to therapy, right?
Yeah.
Some people are too much genius.
They see the actual problems in the world a little too
me.
clearly.
It's scene missing.
Beep.
It's those
Next question,
those
Eldis.
stern figures.
Hey, Stavvy. I love the podcast and really hoping that you can help me. But first, shout out Baltimore in the house.
That's right.
So here's the thing. I have a huge predicament. I'm in love with my coworker that I see every day, and we work extremely closely together in an office. And a few years back, I told him that I liked him, but he rejected me. But we're still, like, we stayed really close friends, and we hang out all the time. And, like, we even got past the rejection and everything, and like super quickly, and we have so much in common, and so we still see each other every day and are really close. So we've been going out a lot lately, like with our friends, and we've been dancing and drinking, and he's like the one that initiates going out, and so I am still sort of convinced that he feels the same way too, but he's waiting until like maybe we don't work together, like maybe it wouldn't be weird to say something. God. And I can't like get rid of that idea in my mind. even though my friends are telling me that I need to move
Yes.
on and I need to forget him and not hang out with him as much anymore. But I'm still so deeply convinced that this is my man.
It's not.
So anyway, Stavvy, I hope that you have some advice for me and that maybe you think he's my man too, but tell me what I should do.
Look, I mean, this is, on some level, it's funny to hear a woman with this call. This is like classic, like friend zone stuff that doesn't usually happen with
Ladies
a woman.
are kind of strangers to the friend zone. They don't really know how to navigate it.
Yeah, and look, here's the thing: you have fan fiction and reasons as to why. You had a direct conversation. He told you. You said, all right, well, we'll still be friends, right? That was kind of your mistake. Because if somebody you're in love with tells you they're not into you, you kind of have to distance yourself from them, right? Like, some people can handle it, right? Some people can legitimately be like, okay, great. I still think you're cool enough. Like, we have enough in common. I would have liked to give it a shot, but if you don't want to, I understand it. We can still be friends or whatever. You're not one of those people, right? Like, you have... And look, I'm not even saying that this guy might not... He might be enjoying the fucking attention and kind of leading you on and giving you enough to feel like... Because he just likes having a woman fawn over him, even though he doesn't want to do shit. I know, I know plenty of people like that.
It could be that, or it could be like he's convinced that you are friends. And like,
or he could,
settled into,
exactly.
You know.
This is, unfortunately, this is a gender-swapped problem. Because if this is a woman who I was like, talk to a guy... I rejected him, but he was cool about it. He said he wanted to maintain friends, and we actually have been really cool friends. Like, I'm shocked. Like, we see each other. I can't believe this worked. And then if she found out that, oh, he's still trying to fuck me, she'd be like, can you believe the audacity of men, right? But like, and look, I'm not saying. I feel for you because, again, we are former incels here. This is incel behavior. I know what this is like, right? And it's not even. This isn't even going to help you. But the first person I dated was somebody that I was kind of in this position with, and I did actually sort of like. She was in a relationship, and I kind of like just wore her down over time. Where it's like we became closer and closer.
Like Jim and Pam on The Office.
It was an office situation. The thing they don't tell you about that is how much that destroys you when you're in love with someone and they're just fucking somebody else the whole like.
You got to go to Connecticut in season 3.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, there was no season. I just started doing open mics instead, and it's kind of sabotaged our relationship by being passive aggressive. Okay. But here's some down to brass tacks stuff. If you are convinced that this is how he is, right? If you think that, you could say, "Hey, I know we've talked about this before, but in the last year, we keep getting closer, and these feelings have pop up for me again. I'm reading into, am I reading into anything here? Do you think do you have any romantic feelings? Because, I thought I could handle being friends, but I'll be honest, the closer we get, the more I realize this is romantic for me. That's okay to say. You can say that, and then you will find your answer one way or the other. And if you don't get an answer you like, you just kind of have to roll with it. And that's when you can't be friends. Because clearly you can't handle it, right? And I've been there, by the way. I've been there where it's worked both ways, where I've told the girl I had feelings for her, and she was like, I don't have the same thing. And I'd be like, all right, great. Well, listen, we probably shouldn't be friends then because I know this is how I feel about you.
It's just going to be the cycle repeating.
And one time after I left, she was like, wait, maybe I do have. And then, we dated for a little bit. And then another time she's like, and then many more times they were like, okay, see ya. And never thought about me again, right? And so I'm not telling you it's impossible. I've seen it happen. It's happened to me. But I think if somebody tells you something, you have to listen to them, right? I know this, it's romantic. It's nice to think.
He doesn't have a secret diary where he's saying the opposite of all that.
And especially, he doesn't care about. I mean, you hear her reason. We work together.
He likes to go out with us.
You think a guy that likes spending time with you? First of all, is this guy gay? Because it's they go dancing, or they say they go out.
I wonder if they're peers or if one of them's hiring the other one at work.
Sure. I mean, I don't think it's possible personally. I mean, I guess maybe it's possible. A guy has feelings for you, but he won't do it because of your little weird middle manager job.
Yeah, I really can't screw things up at the Verizon wireless store.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude, I don't know what to tell you here. I think your best bet is to say, hey, I know we talked about this, but I'm realizing these are romantic feelings for me. I'm reading into it. Am I right to think this? Am I not? Can we give it a shot? And if he says no, you gotta go, sister. That's the most I can do for you. You definitely can't keep hanging around. Because, like, imagine if he, like, gets a girlfriend and you, like, confront him. He'll be like, you told me we were friends. You've just been trying to fuck me this whole... Like, I thought you'd be happy for me that I had a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, he would be right. He would be right because all your proof that he likes you is in your head. It's unspoken. So,
and if your friends are already telling you to move on, they're probably not all wrong.
Yeah.
Girl, your high school reunion's right around the corner.
Right around the corner. They'll have some guy cuck his wife with you, but yeah.
There's going to be some guy who, you know, didn't get any play at all in high school, but he's, you know, a little more attractive now, and he won't have the self-esteem. You can just zero in on him at the reunion.
Sure. But yeah.
I also feel like you like could wear a guy down who's not that into you to just fucking you if you're around enough and you like work together.
Yeah.
And you don't, but you don't like even want to do that.
You don't. That's worse.
Yeah.
Because now she's like, oh, we're in love. And then he's like, God damn it. I told you not to fuck her. For 2 years, we didn't fuck her. And now look at the mess we're in. And that's not what you want. You know what I mean? Like,
that was basically my first relationship. Skype for business is a hell of a drug.
You worked together?
Yeah, we worked together. We vaguely went to college together. Didn't really talk to her. We'd Skype all the time, and then be like, she's like, I just dumped my boyfriend of 6 years, and I was like, wow. And then she invited me to, like, a work banquet thing.
Wow.
And then we got drunk and hooked up, and then she was like, I've always had a crush on you, and I was like, you always just Skype me back. Yeah. Big mess that turned into.
And then how long did you date after that?
We dated. We had like a situation for like 9 months and then dated for 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
That could be. Yeah, you could have a weird.
Don't do this. Don't do that.
You could have a weird, messy 15 months.
Best
case scenario.
It's gonna drive you to therapy.
Yeah. Yeah. So sorry, bud. Hate to break it to you, but we've seen this before. We've been on the other side of this before. It's no good. Or we've been on your side of this before. It's no good.
Today you have become a man.
Stavvy, eldest, esteemed guest, got a little bit of a situation, and I just thought I'd get some advice from you guys. So I should start off by saying I love my wife. She's the best. We're best friends. We hang out.
Oh, brother.
We got a little 2-year-old girl.
We hang out.
You know,
you hang out with your wife,
obviously, the sex isn't as often as I'd probably love, but I can't complain. She's great. My question, though,
sounds like you're complaining,
is when we have our sex, it's pretty, it's vanilla, I guess. Nothing wrong with it. I'm happy, she's happy. We both get off, you know, whoopsie. But when she goes out and drinks, she comes home and turns into a absolute freak.
Interesting.
And I was just wondering, how do we keep her freaky all the time, you know? She wants to do a blowjob. She wants some bum action.
Interesting.
It's just a completely different type of sex when she comes home blasted. And we got a 2-year-old, so we're not doing that often. So every time she's like, hey, can I go out with my friends? I'm like, yeah. Go out.
Yes.
I can't wait to see you when you get back, you know? Just curious what you think. Am I also just a big piece of shit?
No.
Hopefully not. Appreciate everything. Love the pod. Talk to you later. Bye.
Do not change a thing. You're all set.
An Irish coffee for the madam?
You just start dosing your wife.
Let me drive. You can drink. What we
make some bourbon glazed chicken again.
I'll DD. I'll be the DD.
I brought you a flask for the movie theater.
Yeah, you're watching The Incredibles with your daughter and your wife. You're like, here, honey, here's
I'll
a
put her
pina
to bed.
colada.
It's 6. Yeah, it's her bedtime.
Just putting whiskey under both their tongues.
So, yeah, I mean, I think you just gotta thank the man upstairs when you gotta just appreciate when your wife is in these freaky moods and just don't try to push it too much. I don't know. That's you guys might think differently, but I think just keep things.
That
as
is the
they are.
Irish in you. That is the Catholic in you.
Take what you got and run. Don't go fucking asking for too much.
You don't want to go full
Alcohol
freak.
is a god that sprinkles happiness to you in many forms.
They call it the spirit for a reason.
I do think, okay, right now with a fucking 2-year-old, I do think enjoy these girls' nights, whatever. But I will say, like, getting drunk to feel comfortable during sex is a very I'm in my 20s thing.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, to me, this feels like the freak is lurking within his wife. And I think the answer is, like, how do you get this kind... And it's probably because, like, you know, she's probably stressed out. Like, she's probably has a bunch of shit to worry about. You got a fucking kid. If you're having sex sober and you have a child, you're like, I hope, you know, is the baby monitor on? Like, you're worried. Like, when you have a newborn, when you have, like, a baby, in the back of your head, constantly running is like, is my baby going to die? You just have constant morbid thoughts about, like, your baby fucking tripping into a garbage disposal, about fucking it falling down the steps, about, like, whatever. It fucking rolling over the wrong way in the crib while you're it doesn't exactly make you want to fucking, you know, get shibari rope tied, hog tied, and get your mouth fucked when you're like, fuck, she's gonna have to cut me out of these if there's an emergency, right? And when you're drunk, you're not as worried about, you know what I mean? Like, it just kind of, so my hunch is it's twofold. One, this is particularly stark because you're having less sex in general now. So the disparity is much bigger, right? Like, back in the day, you guys you're probably getting your dick sucked a little more. There's no kid in the mix, like, whatever. Your sex life's probably a little better. Now it's feast or famine. Now it's like quick, almost maintenance sex while your kid's asleep, or it's wild margarita, you know, thumb in the ass, whatever type shit, you know. So, which is cool. It's cool, and I do think that could be in the regular rotation.
Just the natural reduction of inhibitions is going to be the hurdle. Where, like, we got to get to that point where you can just cut loose without the aid of alcohol.
And by the way, I think the way this starts is, like, after a night that's fucking freaky, maybe you can... She has a freaky night. Maybe you can take care of some other shit so she still kind of stays in the uninhibited... You know what I mean? Like, she sleeps in... You feed the kid, you dress it, whatever. Maybe even you get, like, maybe you have, like, a, you know, fucking babysitter for the day, and you go do some, like, go get brunch, whatever, and then have a fucking conversation. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, I'm into this kind of stuff. Like, is there, you know, it always happens. Like, it's at the end. This is one of our classic have a conversation answers where it's like, just talk to your fucking wife and be like, whoa, that was pretty cool. Like, how can we do more stuff like that? And then you could, like, slowly get a little freakier. But also, 2-year-old is not really the time to start exploring your sexual... You know what I mean?
I
like,
mean, they still can't walk in on you yet.
That is true. Yeah.
Get it out now.
Yeah. I think, you know, you might be looking at real... You know, this is a 5-year plan. You know, when we're like, when the kids at fucking summer camp or some shit, you can have a freaky summer.
I like the reverse of what Stav is saying is, like, it in your normal sex life sessions, like, maybe 1 out of every 7 normal ones, do something, like, try to make a little move, like, lead the dance where you, like, take it up a notch yourself.
Sure.
Like, you initiate, like, hey, let's do a little bit of that weird shit we do sometimes, or at least discuss doing that, and then, like, work that into the rotation.
Yeah.
Not just, it's not all maintenance, like you said, or freaky stuff.
Or just learn to love missionary.
Yeah.
It's always there when you need it.
I just think, like, it is good. It is cool, and it is underrated as a cool position, I think. But
Bruce Lee said he did not fear the man who mastered 10,000 kicks practiced 10,000 kicks one time. He feared the man who practiced one kick 10,000 times. Become the
Well, your
Bruce
best
Lee of
friends, you hang
missionary.
out, make some eye contact for God's sake.
Yeah. Talk about it. Yeah, just be like, that was awesome. And do it in a way, have that conversation when she's not stressed, when she's not overwhelmed. Because all my friends who have kids that age, every day is pretty fucking stressful.
Yeah.
Every day is pretty fucking overwhelmed. Like, babies fucking 0 to like 3, it's pretty fucking harrowing, especially if it's your first kid. So you also just might want to,
Give yourself a break.
give yourself a break and understand that you might need to, like, this kid might need to be speaking full sentences and be in at least kindergarten before you really get to be a freak again. You might need to make do with girls' nights as often as possible. But you can bring it up, and just bring it up in a cool environment, not like, you haven't fucked in 3 weeks, she's overwhelmed at work, the house is a mess. Be like, hey, can you gag on my shit next time?
Eric Adams is like, we need universal pre-K because couples are not fucking like they used to. Pussy's not as crazy as it used to be.
But yeah, man, sounds cool. Keep getting your wife drunk. She sounds awesome. Congrats on the baby. Elders, you got something nice for us to go out on here, little buddy?
A little aperitif.
A little limoncello.
That's right.
Hey, what's up, Stav? I just want to say,
Okay. Fuck that guy, I guess. Okay.
I fucking love your podcast. You guys are fucking awesome. I'm a registered nurse, so I'm always fucking stressed out with work, but when I listen to your guys' fucking podcast, I'm chilling. Fucking the stress goes